everyone, Kathy the Vegan Prepper here, bringing you my latest zero waste haul. Now, of course, first of all, the most zero waste sustainable thing that we can do is to not buy things. However, sometimes if you want to be more zero waste, you have to buy something to make that happen. Like if you want to replace something that's disposable with something that's reusable, sometimes you have to purchase that reusable thing. And I'm going to be going through some of these things. Also, some of them are replacing products that I used to use, and now I've switched to a more zero waste option, and I do really love some of them. So I want to tell you what those products are so that you know whether or not they are good. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. It's just my latest Earth Hero purchase. So I got all of this on earthhero.com. I am not affiliated with them, but hello, Earth Hero, if you're watching, hit me up. Let's be friends. Anyway, I do love them. They're a great company. They're ethical. They have a really well laid out sourcing, like of all the ingredients, and they actually also vet every single vendor that they allow onto their site. They have a vetting process to make absolutely sure that the companies are actually sustainable and not just, you know, greenwashing, like making themselves look sustainable when they are not actually. So that's another great thing that I love about Earth Hero, is that it's like pre-curated and pre-tested before they even let it on there. Okay. So I guess first of all, let me talk about some of the products that I have purchased for specific cleaning stuff in my home. And so number one is the refill purchase for my Drops dishwasher detergent packs. And so these are great. There are no microplastics in them, which is a thing I did not even know existed until relatively recently. It was a Shell Bizzle video. Actually, a lot of the stuff I know comes from the Shell Bizzle YouTube channel. I will put it right here. Go over there, fall in love with her, but maybe put your headphones on because she tends to rant and cuss a lot, okay? So just as an FYI, I am not judging at all, but I have a 3-year-old and there are certain things I don't want flying out of her mouth. So I kind of tend to watch Shell Bizzle when Sage is not in the room. But anyway, the dishwasher detergent is fantastic. And it is just like your kind of standard dishwasher detergent pods. I was going to figure out how to open it, but you know what they look like. It's just like a little thing you stick in your dishwasher. These are one of those things that I bought fully expecting that it would not work. Like, okay, I tried the eco option. Now I can guilt-free go back to my Cascade Premium Platinum, whatever the heck I was using before, which was like I had to buy the most expensive one or it didn't work. And now these are a little more expensive, but not that much, okay? And they're super sustainable. They come in compostable packaging. Like not only is it recyclable, like it's compostable. And that's what I actually do with my packaging, is I compost it in my compost outside. And so from my first boxes, just in case you watch my channel and you're like, dang girl, you already needed to order more. No, there's 2 boxes here and I always replace the spare. That's like I guess it's more of a prepper mindset thing, or you hear the term 2 is 1 and 1 is none. For me, like I have 2, and so there's 2 boxes here. So I have like 2 left in my first box. And it was getting low and I was doing an Earth Hero order and I was like, let me order another one because I don't want to wait until I'm almost out of the second one. I'm replacing the spare, if that makes sense, so that there's always something in my cabinet and I never run out. And so, yeah, I love that dishwasher detergent. It works beautifully, like so well. Even to this day, it hasn't stopped working. I've been using it for months now and I really do like it. So major win on that dishwasher detergent. And yeah, I'm very happy to share that with you guys. And so also, kind of in keeping with the dish theme, I got a new dish soap block. Now I actually do still have 1 left of my purchase last time that included, I think, 3 of these. And I was so glad that they had this one back in stock because this other one is not my favorite. Now it still works. There's nothing wrong with it the way it works. And I'm gonna sneeze because I just sneeze every time I open this box. But I wanted to show, why is it stuck? I wanted to show just the shape difference, and that's really the only thing. This shape, for some reason, just does not seem to be friendly to me. I like this one better. The larger surface area just makes it a little easier to get your soap without everything kind of sliding around and being like a nuisance. So I'm obviously still gonna use this. However, like I said, it still works beautifully. It washes dishes just as well as this one does, and it's great. It's just the shape is kind of annoying to me, so I'm probably gonna keep this and let this be like my eternal spare in the back of my, because this is the last one, so, and I'm almost out of the one that I'm currently using, so again, I'm replacing the spare, I'm getting the extra. And I'm just probably gonna let this be the one that's under the sink, so that I always have one just in case I run out, but I'm gonna start using this one as soon as the other one is done. And what I do, just as an FYI, in case you're wondering about like a practical procedural thing, I have a little soap dish that I use that I really love. And then it's a soap dish that's like, is made by the same company, I believe, as this, and it fits perfectly. But this is like just a little ring, like the one I have left. So I'm going to take that one and I'm going to just put it on top of this one and then continue using it until it's completely gone, and then it starts working into this one at the same time. So that's how I replace my dish soap blocks, is when they get down to the kind of the very end, I go ahead and just put them on top of the next one, and then that ends up working out perfectly well. But this is the Bestowed Essentials, I think. Like, it came in so much zero waste, like it was such a zero waste thing that it doesn't even have a label on it, so I have to go look at my order, but I can put it on the screen what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Bestowed Essentials dish block, and I really love that one. And like I said, this one still works really well, but for whatever reason I don't like the shape of it. I like the block better than the cylinder. All right, now moving on to laundry. I am replacing a plastic jug of laundry detergent with this laundry detergent, which got very high reviews on Earth Hero. So I have not tried this one yet. I'm going to. Apparently it works very well with hard water as long as you add about a 1/4 cup of vinegar to the wash cycle. And I have a washing machine, like I don't have a Upright or GE or whatever. There's certain ones you shouldn't put vinegar into, and I don't have one like that. So I'm going to try this and see how well it works. Like I said, it gets a lot of really good reviews, and I can't wait to give it a shot. So it's just 100% in paper, recyclable, and just wonderful. So totally zero waste, very simple, natural ingredients: sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, Epsom salt, and Pacific sea salt. It does say that it's HE safe. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna try that out. So this is also from Bestowed Essentials, and it's a really good brand. And I had switched from my own homemade liquid laundry detergent. We used to put it in a 5-gallon bucket, and we used it, and then over time eventually we noticed like a certain smell in the clothes that wasn't ever getting out. So I would have some commercial made laundry detergent on hand, and I do like 2 or 3 loads, you know, just to make sure that I had cycled through all the clothes at least once. I would do you know, or it would probably more than 3 loads, but I do maybe like 2 or 3 days or like a week of laundry with the commercial detergent, just to make sure I got that smell out, and then I'd switch back to the natural one, because it took quite a while for it to like build up and make the clothes smelly, and this is kind of gross. But you try to do more natural choice. But then when I was cloth diapering Sage, and I cloth diapered her for over 2 years, anyway, I don't know if it's TMI, but I just had to switch to disposables at a certain point because there was nothing that would keep her from leaking everywhere, and it wasn't something that I could deal with. So, but she was cloth diapered for over 2 years, and we used a commercial laundry detergent for that, just because I did not really trust that the homemade stuff would get it clean enough. Just with the, you know, past experience with the smell. But I'm realizing like I don't necessarily have to have commercial laundry detergent for everything anymore, because we're not cloth diapering anymore, so I'm not washing the kind of stuff that I was washing. And so I'm ready to switch back to a natural one and see how it works. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. And like, you know, zero waste, natural, sustainability, it is like, it is a journey. It is not a destination. It's always like trying to make the best choices that you can, but like I could not have smelly clothes, and I can't have, you know, I can't be washing stuff with like poop and pee and whatnot, and then like put another load in the same washer and use like a soap that doesn't necessarily even always work. So I was using a commercial detergent. Okay, so anyway, we make the best choice that we can, but yeah, I can't have smelly clothes just because I'm trying to save the earth. I'm sorry. I just can't. So anyway, we're gonna try this, and hopefully this works out really well because I'm really eager to switch back to a more natural one, and I'm not super eager to start making it again because it just doesn't really work with our hard water. So anyway, okay, moving on. I have a Meliora laundry stain removal soap stick. So that is because, so I'm replacing, and it's funny, I'm actually surprised that this is kind of a lot smaller than I expected it to be. But yeah, that's the size of it, just in case y'all are wondering. I think this was like $5. Oh yeah, and this one, I also picked this one because it's 60 loads for like $12, which is still more definitely than I was spending on my giant commercial one, or not commercial, but like the bulk size one, commercially made from Costco that I have been getting. And so it is definitely not as cheap as that, but this is not like, and even like with the drops, like it's more expensive technically than what I was spending, but it's not so much more expensive that it's impossible, right? So I know sometimes for some people, even a few extra cents is not something that you can do, and that's fine. Like I said, everybody makes the best choice that they can when they can, and when you can make a better choice, you can make a better choice. But yeah, I understand that. So I'm never trying to make it like a guilt thing. This is just what we do and what I do. And I'm trying so hard to do better all the time, growing, but I'm definitely not perfect at this zero waste thing. Hello, or I have 2 words for you: frozen vegetables. Okay. That's like, it comes up all the time because that is like the biggest source of guilt I have in my life is the frozen vegetables. Cause I'm like, there's gotta be another way, but no, I cannot cook absolutely everything from scratch. Okay. I am currently, rising right now is sourdough dough. Like I make my own bread. I make so many things from scratch, and I cannot add 30 or 40 minutes of vegetable prep to every meal. You know, I have to have my frozen vegetables. So anyway, hopefully eventually there will be a better choice. So I'm not perfect. I hope nobody ever feels judged. Okay, so I got the soap because I had this thing and it's probably about 3 or 4 years old. And I was like, it's almost completely out. Even after I like put water in it, you get to the end, you're like, I just need a little more, and you put a little water in. And I think I've done it like 2 or 3 times. It's like, you know, I think I'm just spraying water on my clothes now. So I need a new stain thing, but I'm not throwing this away. For one thing, if this doesn't work, I will, if it does, yeah, like if it just doesn't really work very well, I will be probably making my own laundry stain fighter thing in this bottle with like Castile soap or something. And then also I will go ahead and fill this up with a little bit of water because this is just a soap stick. You kind of have to get the clothing wet first. So I'll be spraying a little water out of this, and then you rub with the soap stick to do the stain. And so I figured I'll just keep this and use that to spray my water to get the clothes wet. And yeah, we'll go. And then, like I said, if this doesn't seem to work whatsoever, then I'll just try to make my own in this. So anyway, that's where I'm going. But yeah, I'm trying to not purchase another one of these bottles. Okay. All right. So that is it for the household cleaning stuff. So now we're going to just do like some sort of on the go type things. And so I have 5 sets because we are a family of 5. I have 5 sets of Bambu cutlery. And now each one of these is a full set. Knife, spoon, and a fork. So here's the kid set, so you can see. And then, oh, actually these rubber bands, I save the rubber bands too. I put them on a little thing. Then I use them when I'm like fermenting to hold cloths onto my jars. Anyway, but here's the kid set, so you can see the size difference. And one of the things I really do like about this particular brand, the To-Go Ware, is how wide the tines are, so it makes them a lot easier to clean. And then here, just so you see the difference in size between the child and the adult, here's the adult set, which also comes with chopsticks, which I love. And then it comes with the knife and the spoon and the fork. And I'm not going to open every single one of these. So basically, the most zero waste thing that you can do regarding your travel cutlery, obviously it would be to just use the cutlery that you have in your own house and just remember to bring it with you. However, there's the ideal and then there's the real, as I am fond of saying. And the reality of the situation is that I usually forget, or, you know, we don't necessarily always intend to have something out if we go out. And I didn't think to bring anything, like if I'm with a friend And this is not something I want to necessarily keep in my purse all the time, but like, I don't know, maybe I have to, because I was about to say I could have it in my car. But if I'm with a friend, oh, but I would probably have sage, so I'd have my own car. So for now, I'm going to be washing these and sticking these into my car. And then the other thing about this that I got is because it has this nice case, which also, you know, will keep it all together. And then I got multicolored cases so that this is more for, I'm thinking like a road trip type situation, where if we were out and constantly eating meals on the run and just like all we have available is maybe like a little cloth napkin to just sort of wipe the utensil after each one, and then you put it right back in the thing before they can get a proper wash or whatever. We have designated colors for each family member so that everybody knows whose is whose and nobody's confused. And so that was another thing. And so that's like, yeah, camping, road tripping, whatever. And again, now I don't have to remember to bring it every time, or have, you know, this awesome foresight that I know that I'm going to stop somewhere, and sometimes I don't always. But also, as far as using what we already have, I also tend to be a little bit more minimalist, which is kind of weird for a prepper to be kind of minimalist, but I am in a lot of things. And I don't have a ton of cutlery. Like, I only just recently bought a new set because my old set from when I got married almost 17 years ago has full service for maybe 5 people. Like, so there's like enough for us to have all the pieces, but not like if we have people over. So I needed a set of cutlery that could feed multiple people. So I got 2 sets for 6. So that I have a total of 12. And then that also works like if we have a party, because I never use disposable anything. I don't use disposable dishes or anything. So I'd have enough for everybody so that I don't have to throw anything away after, and I just, you know, put my cutlery in the dishwasher. So I kind of need it all. And I don't want to designate my own cutlery for taking out. So yeah, I finally caved and got one of these, because at first I was like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? I'll just use the ones I have. And now I'm realizing over time that actually, yeah, probably having some dedicated stuff in the car is going to be the way to go. That being said, I also got my set of straws. So same kind of thing. I originally bought these. I don't know if you remember, if you watched one of my other videos and you saw that I got these straws in that video as well. And my plan was to have these in the car for if we get a thing or we need a straw in a restaurant or whatever, we can have our own. So again, for one thing, we're vegan, so we don't really need the knife. Like, I honestly cannot remember the last time I went like this to a meal with a knife and a fork. Like, it's been literally years. So anyway, I'm gonna pull the knife out of all of these, and I'm going to replace that space with the straw. And so now this is going to be our kit, and it's going to be straw, spoon, fork, chopsticks, because I'm going to keep the chopsticks. That's amazing. I love eating with chopsticks. Okay, anyway, so yeah, we have an extra set of straws to go into the extra set of utensils to make absolutely sure that we always have what we need on hand. And then the absolute final thing is this stainless steel tiffin. I have another one like this, which I originally purchased for packing food for myself and for Sage. And I love this thing so much. It's like watertight. I mean, they say it's not. Like, I wouldn't necessarily let it rest on its side or upside down or whatever, but I have never had any issues with it spilling. And it is a fantastic little container, and like, I was using a cloth napkin wrapped around whatever cutlery I was taking, but the little handle will also potentially just fit that. But also this has a little carabiner on the back. I can hook the carabiner, you know, right here to one of these to have my cutlery right there. And so now I have 2 of these, which is, and they're actually, this is the mini. So it is actually, I think, enough for kind of a meal on the go, that I could pack for all 4 of us a portion here, here, and then in the other one there and there, and that would be 4 people's worth of food. A very small amount, like I said, or it'll be like a ton for only 1 person. And so like Adam and I take a lot of impromptu road trips and things like that, and I want to take one of these. It is lighter than glass, but then obviously not breakable. like glass or even like plastic, really. And so that's kind of the reasoning behind it, is that it's a sturdy material that is not plastic, but is lighter than glass. And so that's one of the main reasons that I want to have a stainless steel one. So I had purchased one like a while ago, and now I'm purchasing another one. One note though, that I'm sort of disappointed. This one came, it looks like it had a crack of some kind in it right there. I don't know if it's even visible. And so it's actually rusted down into the inside. So it is stainless steel, but obviously if you break it, it'll get to the core, which is not really treated, and then it will, there's a special treatment that stainless steel goes through where it is not 100% rust proof forever, but it's rust proof for like a really long time. Adam was actually educating me about this, and I don't remember the details, but the internal part was exposed and now there's rust all in the bottom. So I'm gonna be returning this one, and hopefully it is painless. I've had to do one return with Earth Hero before and it was really good. Like, it worked fine. So I'm assuming that this one will also work out. Oh, wow. It's been too long. She's been so good for so long, right? So anyway, Sage, okay, just one more second. All right, just a little longer. Yes. Just a little. Okay. All right. So then once I get the one that I'm going to keep, I'm very excited, looking forward to having this in our packs, you know, as we go out adventuring more and more and more, you know, to carry some stuff that's a little lighter, like I said, but also very sturdy. So anyway, I guess that's it for this haul. Hopefully you found that helpful at all. Comment down below if there's anything that you have thoughts on any of this, or if that was helpful. Yeah, let me know. And I guess that's all. And I'm gonna go take care of this little one. So anyway, as always, I hope the rest of your day is good and your life stays wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.